A female Special Reserve Police officer has been removed from duty pending the outcome of an investigation after pictures of her in what has been described as a suggestive pose while dressed in uniform made the rounds on social media. This was confirmed by ASP Michael Pierre at the weekly police press briefing today. Dionne Baptiste has more.
The officer was served with a document for which she will cease to perform duties as a Special Reserve Police officer pending the outcome of the investigation.
This from Acting Assistant Superintendent and Public Information Officer of the TTPS, Michael Pierre. When asked, ASP Pierre said he believes the officer who functioned as a full-time SRP was suspended with pay. The Police Social and Welfare Association is not in agreement with the timing of the suspension. Speaking via telephone, Inspector ANAND RAMESAR said it's not sufficient to use the photographs as the basis for one suspension. He said too often the powers that be within the TTPS is guilty of acting impulsively.
There should be an inquiry before a decision is made. At this point in time, no one knows how the photograph got onto social media. No one knows who was the photographer. No one knows what were the circumstances in which the photograph would have been taken. This is a young policewoman, a single parent to say the very least. And if we are making decisions that is going to affect her and her family and her terms and conditions, at the very least, we owe it to the general membership to demonstrate that we are fair in our decision making.
Inspector RAMESAR expressed concern over the lack of urgency with which issues plaguing suspended officers are being addressed. Inspector RAMESAR expressed concern over the lack of urgency with which issues plaguing suspended officers are being addressed.
It would not be unusual that this officer would be on suspension from days going into weeks, into months, into years, without an answer being delivered to her.
The association has since taken the initiative to provide counseling to the suspended officer. Inspector RAMESAR said female officers have reached out to the association hoping to offer the necessary support to their embattled colleague. Dionne Baptiste, C News.